Good evening, my YouTubers. This is your cameraman, Daniel Drepsky, going through this new updated video for January 11, 2022. You see, I didn't get that much stuff this week because since after the holidays ended, I had to get like less stuff. That's the stuff I had to get this week from the thrift store. And right now the weather out there is getting very cold, around in the teens or digit numbers. Yep, maybe right now it's going up into the mid-teens, but in the morning it's going to feel 8-9 degrees out there. That's pretty hush. Yeah. Things been so happening of the world with this pandemic. Cases are going up, sometimes going down. And I just heard eventually they're going to stop doing like having like gas ovens. They're gonna replace with electric stoves instead of having a regular gas, because lately in New York somebody left the building window or door open. They're supposed to keep it closed. That's by law. That's the building code. And that's how it was on fire this past week in the Bronx. Yeah. Things ain't happening in Pennsylvania yet, with the shows and everything. Now let's get on with the things I got it from during of last week. That I got something from the thrift store. Let's start with the small things. It is the Maxell audio cassette blank. Hasn't been opened in years, and this was probably made during the 1990s. I do love that. Yep, Maxell blank tape. So now I got some old VHS blanks. Let's start with this. This is a Gold Star video cassette. On this tape, I just checked out, it had the perhaps Mighty Joe Young. It was taped off on TNT, and there was like the leftover episode of a Perry Mason. In those days, it was taped off on TBS, somewhere in the late 80s. Mighty Joe Young on TNT at the time. It was in Colorized when it was broadcast in 1989. The original Mighty Joe Young. This next tape I have, it has like it has something that has taped over on this tape. This is a TDK blank packaging from 1980, and this tape is a Fuji blank. And someone taped over the time to kill on there. Something like that. It was about... So one of the things I remember on this tape, was the Birdcage with Robin Williams and Nathan Lane and Gene Hackman. It was taped off the cable TV. Just having trouble closing this box. Next one I have here, tape with no box packaging. It is the MCA home video release of The Wildlife. And this tape was printed on January 9th, 1985. In this film, it has the young Christopher Penn, Sean Penn's younger brother, Lena Thompson, and also Rick Moranis had a bit part in this movie. This is an ex-rental VHS. Yep. And someday soon, in the future, I can find like the original packaging. This next one I have here is another Gold Star VHS blank, and that has someone taped the movie called To Kill a Mockingbird on TBS that stars with Gregory Peck. And also they added some commercials with it too. This next one we got here, that is... Hold on. Let me see, what's this other tape? This other thing, I think it has something else I can't remember on this tape. Let me see. Probably this tape, it has some old movie on TNT. Someone must have taped it. And now I got here the 6V blank I have here. Someone taped the witness of the prosecution, and even Entertainment Tonight was when it had Leonard Moulton was the host. The witness of the prosecution was taped it off on TNT in 1992. Yep, around the late summer, they had the same witness of the prosecution had Charles Lawton, Tyrone Power, and Maureen Dietrich, directed by Billy Wilder. It was taped it off the TV, that's for sure. And I remember one of the VHS blanks I just showed you. It has Dr. Dolittle with Rex Harrison. It was definitely taped it off on the Disney Channel or something. Yep, the original Dr. Dolittle. Now I got here just 3 of the pre-recorded VHS tapes I got in the thrift store. Let's start with the Laurel and Hardy's Hog Wild Colorized 1992 VHS release from the Laurel and Hardy Colorized collection from Cabin Fever Entertainment. This is a pretty good Laurel and Hardy film, the one that go up on the roof installing a radio antenna. It was made in 1930. I even have Hog Wild on the second Laurel and Hardy volume on VHS. And this is the ink label. Doesn't say any print date on it. This is something I used to have back in New York when I used to have some of the Laurel and Hardy Colorized tapes. Now I have here the 1987 release of Naughty Marietta with Jeanette MacDonald and Nelson Eddy, co-stars with Eliza Lancaster and Frank Morgan. This is the first of the Jeanette MacDonald and Nelson Eddy films, and this is the one they sing together for the first time, singing the Sweet Mystery of Life. Yep. This is a pretty good movie, Naughty Marietta, based on the operatic play by Victor Herbert. Originally, Naughty Marietta was on VHS in 1984, and this is the reissue of the NGM Hooray for Hollywood series. Then it was reissued again in 1988. Doesn't say any print date on it. Yep. This is perhaps a macrovision of Naughty Marietta. Now I got here the screening demo tape of That's Entertainment Part 3, when they showed some clips over inevitable NGM musicals ever made, and they even had some deleted scenes were not shown in the actual NGM films. Especially Annie Get Your Gun was originally with Judy Garland until it was been replaced by Betty Hutton. Then the other deleted Judy Garland movie scenes was cut out. Like the scene from Easter Parade when she was dressing up like someone in summer stock, featuring the Get Happy. That was cut out from Easter Parade. And this tape is a demo, and it has the theatrical release when That's Entertainment Part 3 was coming out on home video. Not for sale or for rent. The original That's Entertainment came out in 1974. And the second one was 1976. This is the NGM U-Way home video screening cassette copy. And it has a promo about of That's Entertainment 3 was kindly released. And when they say so, I'm going to put this right on YouTube. I'm very sorry about that with the label, because this tape has got to be about 27 years old. Now I got here some books I got it from the thrift store. Here's something I bought it for $5. The Walt Disney Showcase comic book of Oh Yeller cost 25 cents back then. Look at the illustration adapted into the motion picture of Oh Yeller. Hey Yeller, come back Yeller. Best doggone dog in the West. This is the illustration was based on the movie of Oh Yeller. And this comic book was gotta be made between 1957 or 1958. This is pretty good, and it's pretty rare too. Now I got here some couple of those books. I got it from the thrift store. It is the movie Storybook of Gremlins to the New Batch. It was a sequel to the original Gremlins that was released from Golden Book series in 1990. The original was in 1984. I'll show you what the picture looks like. There's Billy and Gizmo. Da 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 da. It starts in the movie when the old Chinese man dies, and that's how their demolition. That's when they're tearing down the building to put the shopping center and the TV network. This is pretty cool. And that's how the old Chinese guy died in the second one. Grow more ill. By the day of the short time later, he passed away. Now there is nothing to stop. Chopping, knocking down stores and the small Chinese block in order to make room for the huge office building. Look at that. It's somewhere in Midtown Manhattan. Christopher Lee is in there. There's like Billy's girlfriend. And did you know that the brainy gremlin did a voice by Tony Randall in the second Gremlins? And there's Dick Miller, the foreman, the one who has like the snow power in the first Gremlins. Oh my God, look at that. They were singing New York, New York. Good old Tony Randall, rest in peace. God, I love the second Gremlins. And here's a Holy Grail book I got. The 1971's Bedknobs and Broomsticks Disney book. It was released from the Big Golden Book edition in 1971. Last year, Bedknobs and Broomsticks was the 50th anniversary. But Pete's Dragon is not a 50th anniversary yet, not until 2027. This year, Pete's Dragon's going to be about 45 years old. This is the illustration adapted into the movie of Bedknobs and Broomsticks with Angela Lansbury and Deborah Tomlinson. One of the cartoon characters in Bedknobs and Broomsticks, like referring to the characters from Robin Hood. This is a pretty good book. The Corin Sadis D. And here's the last one before we close this updated video. The Richard Scarry's the best word book ever. I don't know, someone must have tear up the, tells like what year is it. Yep. I remember this book. I think I have like a spare one in there. I like Richard Scarry's. So I guess that wraps it up for this updated video for January 11, 2022. Well, I'll see you next time when if I have some more stuff for this new updated video. Until then, this is Daniel Drusky, the cameraman, said so long, and try to subscribe if you liked the video or not. Try to comment it. You just take care and enjoy this new updated video. Bye. And dress warmly.